Japan's next prime minister is 63-year-old Noboru Takeshita, the son of a sake brewer. Formerly head of the Japanese Construction and Finance Ministries, Takeshita is known for his skill at drawing careful political consensus at home, but equally criticized for being short on foreign experience. His policies are similar to those of his rivals, former Foreign Minister Shintaro Abe and Finance Minister Kiichi Miyazawa. All three support strengthening ties with the U.S. and recycling Japan's trade surpluses to help developing countries and world peace. Most observers agree there will be no fundamental changes in Japanese policy under Takeshita, since power will remain in the hands of the ruling Liberal Democratic Party. But there is concern that Takeshita lacks the ability to act decisively and form policy at a time when Japan faces unprecedented trade friction and lagging economic growth. In Tokyo, Lucy Kraft for the Nightly Business Report.
As Paul noted, AT&T continued to ring up profits in the last quarter, but at a slightly slower pace than in the same period last year. The telecommunications giant earned 47 cents per share, down from 48 cents in last year's third quarter, despite a slight increase in revenues. However, AT&T Chairman James Olson said the earnings decline is no cause for concern.
Results are strong and compare quite favorably with the earlier period, which was our second highest earning quarter since January '84, when divestiture occurred. Revenues from long distance, especially international calling, were strong, and product revenues were higher than a year ago. As expected, our rental revenues continued to decline as more customers chose to own their telephone equipment on their premises.
Olson, who was at a telecommunications trade show in Switzerland, said AT&T could also benefit in the future from a proposed change in FCC regulations. That change would allow the company to charge within price limits for long-distance services in place of restrictions on its rate of return.
Another computer giant, Unisys, is in with record third-quarter earnings. The company that emerged from the merger of Sperry and Burroughs reports that its profits more than doubled levels of the same quarter last year to reach 65 cents per share. Unisys chairman Michael Blumenthal says the gains exceeded expectations and came about because of a strong international market and a gradually improving U.S. computer market.
Coming up, we'll check the results of today's Treasury bill auction.
Interest rates fell at today's Treasury bill auction. The average discount rate on 3-month bills dropped to 6.84%, while 6-month rates slipped to 7.21%. The bank rate monitor says as of last Wednesday, major banks paid an average of 7.17% on 6-month money market certificates, while savings institutions paid an average of 7.2%.
In business notes, in Canada, stock prices on the Toronto Stock Exchange also fell to their worst percentage loss ever today as all major share groups tumbled in the wake of Wall Street's sell-off. Toronto's composite index plunged 9% to close at 3269.9. And a Texaco shareholders committee wants the oil company to pay a special dividend to holders of Texaco preferred stock. Texaco said it will explore the proposal by the committee as well as other options that are in the best interest of shareholders.
Recapping tonight's top stories, stocks plunge in a near free fall as the Dow Jones Industrial Average loses more than 508 points to close at 1738.74, an unprecedented volume of 604 million shares.
President Reagan maintains that the stock market's decline is not evidence of a sick economy, saying that the longest peacetime expansion in history is continuing.
Looking ahead to tomorrow, our Money File segment will look at ways to profit from the ups and downs of individual stocks through America's trusts.
And that's it for this edition of the Nightly Business Report for Monday, October 19th.
For Linda, for Paul, and for all of us at the Nightly Business Reports, good night.
The Nightly Business Report is made possible by Kidder Peabody. Our over 120 years of investment experience is an arch to build upon, serving the financial needs of individuals, corporations, and governments. Kidder Peabody, professionalism worldwide. By Digital Equipment Corporation, with its new generation of VAX family computers, connecting headquarters, branch offices, production and research centers into a single integrated computing environment. Digital has it now. And public television stations across the nation. For a transcript of this program, please send $3 check or money order to NBR Transcripts, P.O. Box 12724, Overland Park, Kansas 66212. Please include the date of the broadcast.
Stay tuned for Meet the Candidates, next here on Channel 17, TV worth watching.